essayWriter.com mentioned a topic that I had been meaning to go over as well, and that is, should government spend more on the improvement of highways and roads, and why? As a proud driver slash motorist slash car owner slash responsible citizen, all those things, I need all the help and support I can get with the affordability of this thing. And from what I have observed and learned over the years, improper maintenance of roads can contribute to the rapid breakdown of a vehicle. And not only that, but it also creates a literal hazard from two perspectives. The first perspective is when you see a road with a giant ass pothole, you are going to attempt to perform a maneuver as a reflex. But what if at the time that you're performing that maneuver, you didn't realize that someone switched lanes or something, and boom, you hit them? Also, I think that they're a hazard because at nighttime and when it's raining, there are some things that you just don't see, and the weather alone may be preoccupying you as a driver, and then on top of that, you have to be worried about the condition of the road. Come on. In addition, I can also think about bridges and how they don't seem to be something that get revised very often. For example, when there is a snowfall, you can expect for there to be potholes that either grow or form. What about bridges? What about the cracks on bridges? What guarantees me that the life expectancy of a bridge is still considered safe for all of us to just transit? And sometimes when there are trucks and stuff on the bridge, even though they're designed to be having that little bit of a wavy, shaky feeling to them, sometimes that scares me because I think if there is a spot in the bridge that is not well supported, it could collapse. It wouldn't surprise me if that's a problem that we have and it just goes underreported. I also think that it's not fair for me to pay taxes, and on top of paying taxes, I'm gonna have to pay for my vehicle's deterioration because our roads are not fit for driving and keeping my car in better shape. And on top of that, when I go to the repair shop, I'm going to be taxed again for the sale of that service. Well, fuck yeah, I'm going to want for the government to invest more on our roads. So that's pretty much my superficial thoughts on this one. You guys can pretty much imagine all of the things that I could bring up and agree as to why more of that money should go into the roads. And on top of that, I have a mother, just like we all do. Mine is aging, and sometimes I get worried about her safety out here. That's another thing I have to think about. I cannot just think about, well, my car, my safety, this and that. It's everyone's safety. And with my mom, say if her car breaks, I'm her closest support. That means that I'm going to have my life affected to accommodate her needing a ride from me. Or vice versa, if something happens to my car and it gets fucked up because of a poorly maintained road, now my car is out of commission, I'm going to have to depend on her, and then our lives as we know it are going to be disrupted. There's a lot of little details that add up to turn this into a bigger problem. I think that anything that requires maintenance, anything that breaks and wears down, it's in everyone's best interest to maintain it, especially if it's something that we share. So why wouldn't you want to invest in the improvement of this stuff that breaks down and erodes away, and our lives depend on it so much? Editing them here. I guess another thing I could go ahead and mention and get out of the way is emergencies. We have emergencies all the time. Imagine if an EMT or law enforcement is delayed because they encountered a road whose integrity just gave out and they cannot respond to an emergency quite as swiftly. What are the consequences of that? So yeah, you guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next one.